Hi, I'm Ben Preston with the New York Daily News, and we're here today with the all-new 2018 BMW X3. Like its mass-market counterpart, the premium compact crossover segment has really been heating up over the past few years. That puts it in a good position to outpace sales of BMW's larger X5 crossover, or even, someday, the 3 Series sedan. BMW freshened up the X3 styling for 2018, transposing the shark nose, wider kidney grills, and pronounced body sculpting first seen on the 2017 5 Series. The styling's still a bit dowdy compared with the X2 subcompact crossover and the upcoming 8 Series coupe, but it holds up well against competitors like the Audi Q5 and the Volvo XC60. In terms of looks and capability, the X3 has everything that the customers of those other brands would be looking for. As always, BMW's iDrive system is a little bit on the cumbersome side, but that's just because it has so many features and menus to go through. It pays to sit down and get the hang of it for a minute. The Germans expect you to study. Once you get the hang of it though, it works pretty well, and I, for one, really enjoy this knob that controls everything in the system. Adrian van Hooydonk, BMW's design chief, and I'm sure I butchered that pronunciation, promised that BMW's interiors will be more minimalist in the future. They're already well on their way. Again, as with all BMWs, interior materials and fit and finish are top-notch. This thing looks great. The model we tested came with beautiful cream-colored seats and dark wood trim accents that gave it a true luxury feel. It also came with heated seats front and rear, a $350 option within the premium package, a $3,300 option suite that includes nav and head-up display among other things. The X3 is near the top of its class in terms of cargo volume, behind the cavernous Volvo XC60. With the rear seats up, the X3 has nearly 29 cubic feet of space. That expands to 63 cubic feet with the seats folded flat. The load floor is wide, flat, and station wagon-like, a feature I've always found makes for better usability. Neither the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety nor the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration have posted crash test ratings for the redesigned 2018 BMW X3. Last year's model scored well in all IIHS categories but headlights, which have been updated this year. The X3 is basically a taller 3 Series wagon, and you would think that that height would have an adverse effect on handling. But it really doesn't. This X3 is equipped with a dynamic handling package and comes with dynamic damping, better stability control, and bigger brakes. And I gotta tell you, this car really handles like a BMW should. It's tight, the adaptive damping handles the bumps well. You never feel like the car's out of control or anything. It's easy to weave in and out of traffic and be a stereotypical BMW driver in this thing. The 2-liter twin-turbo 4-cylinder engine is smooth and powerful. In sport mode, you get firmer shifts from the 8-speed automatic transmission, and you get a different camshaft profile from the engine that gives you kind of better performance. In eco mode, the drive is much more sedate, but on the highway you can get close to 30 miles a gallon, especially if you keep your right foot out of the accelerator pedal. In sport mode, that's hard to do because the car is fun to drive. This car looks like the kind of commuter you'd drive to work every day or maybe park in the IKEA parking lot on Saturdays, but it really is fun to drive. It's utilitarian, but it still has that BMW quality to it. I mean, they tout themselves as being about the ultimate driving experience, and I think that they're moving in the right direction with this vehicle. The BMW X3 may not have some of the bolder design cues of stablemates like the X2 and the 8 Series coupe, but it does have a more modern look that should play well with small crossover buyers. A word of caution though. With a BMW, it's easy to tack thousands of dollars onto the price of an already spendy vehicle by adding attractive options and features that may be standard on other vehicles. The loaded model we tested came with quilted leather seats, a panoramic moonroof, a dynamic handling package which definitely enhanced the driving experience, but it carried a price tag of nearly $58,000, or $15,000 higher than the base xDrive 30i price. Then again, you get what you pay for. In this case, it may be worth it. I'm Ben Preston with the New York Daily News. Thanks for watching.